Good morning, everyone. Welcome to North Dakota today. Melanie is here with us today.
I am. Hello, and welcome back.
I'm back.
Yes, it's good to have you back.
I actually laughed because I just put on my Facebook page, I'm back for a few days, and then I'm off all of next week. I'm going on a cruise, going on vacation.
Where are you going to again?
So we're going down through the Caribbean. So about this time of the day, it's only 9 a.m. But about this time next week, hopefully I'll have either a mimosa in my hand or my swimsuit already on.
Yeah.
Getting ready to go to the pool deck.
Oh, that's going to be so nice and warm with how cold it's been here.
I know. Unfortunately, we've been dealing with this kind of end of winter roar kind of coming in. So hopefully Lisa can get things warmed up by the time I come back.
Yeah, I hope so, Lisa.
I don't want to pack snow pants and have to come back and have snow pants to put on in the airport.
Can you imagine how sad that would be to come back from a cruise and
that would
bundle up again?
At least it breaks it up, though. I think that's one of the nice things. Because, you know, some people do vacations in January or February. At least it kind of breaks up your winter.
It's a good time to go. Take me with you.
You can fit in my suitcase. Actually, I was trying to pack yesterday to see how much room I had, and I started putting extra piles of things like, well, I might need these. So I'll just get rid of those and fit you in there.
And bring me instead. You won't need extra clothes.
No.
You need me.
Don't need that. Okay, so coming up on today's show, we're going to be talking about a new school that is coming to downtown Fargo, and this is not for your ordinary student. It's for those musical people of all ages.
And how you can drink wine all while helping Make-A-Wish grant. I'm really excited about that. Combining two favorite things.
Wine and wishes.
Yeah.
Wine and wishes. Of course, one thing we were talking about was the weather this morning. I have to say, at least the sun came up and it's coming out today, Lisa. That makes it feel better.
Yeah, it does, especially the sun this time of year because it's a little more direct and a little bit higher up in the sky, and you could feel it. You could feel its warmth even though it's cold outside. You notice the difference, and that does help. And it just helps to brighten the mood, I think, too, with as cold as it's been. Here's a look at our low temperatures from this morning. A couple of us right here in the valley dropped below 0. Park Rapids got to 3 below, 2 below in Oaks, and Wadena was at 0. Aberdeen, not on the map, but we did break a record in Aberdeen at 6 below this morning, and Fargo dropped down to 4 degrees. By the way, today is the last date on record of a negative temperature in Fargo for the calendar year. So it's up from here. Hopefully we don't set any records over the next couple of days, and we're looking at some positive numbers ahead. Temperatures right now, 11 degrees in Fargo, so we're already making that recovery, 16 in Grand Forks. We have wind speeds that are light out of the west or southwest and seeing some winds into the low teens. And wind chills, of course, factoring in that wind. It does feel like we're below 0 in a couple of places still. Winter, 9 below your wind chill. Feels like 1 right now in Fargo. So some clear skies for many of us in the valley. We will see some clouds streaming across the northern valley through the rest of the morning. We'll see that and into the afternoon. And this will be the case mostly for Highway 2 and north from there. Southern valley will end up enjoying a little bit more, or a lot more sunshine, I should say, here today. And checking out your afternoon planner for the northern valley, you can see that some scattered snow showers develop in the afternoon. High temperatures in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees, which is a big difference from yesterday's highs. In fact, yesterday we had a high of 18 in Fargo. That was 30 degrees below average and was a record cold high temperature for that date. So we're setting records around the valley. Looking at 10 o'clock tonight, the snow starts to move on. We do want to look ahead to tomorrow because that's the next round of it. Another round of snow moving in, and around this time tomorrow we'll be talking about that affecting your morning drive and continuing into the late morning hours. Gradually that does move on, and behind that colder air streams in, and that might trigger some snow showers in the afternoon hours. Temperatures into the 20s to near 30. Here's our photo today. It was really pretty from Easter, that sunrise in French, Minnesota. This was sent in to us from Troy. And seeing your 7-day planner, not a whole lot of relief in sight. Friday and Saturday, we've got another surge of cold. And then for Sunday, a more significant snow system moves in, and that will linger into early Monday. But as we get into next week, some hints at some warming. And I think toward the end of the week and into next weekend is when we'll see some real warming happening for us and hopefully breaking this pattern and getting into some more spring-like weather coming up. So, you know, a little hint of it in the end of the extended planner, but it might not be for a few days beyond where we really feel the difference. So that's kind of the downside of it, but on the upside, we do see some improvement in our forecast models coming up. Just got to hang in there, you guys.
I guess my thing is, as long as when I come back, it's
That's all
going to
you
be
care
20
about.
degrees when
Yeah.
I leave. As long as when I come back, it's near that 40-degree mark, that'd
That's
be okay.
pretty
That's
good then.
not
It's
so
what you
bad.
wanted. We can handle that.
Yeah, I've come back to some pretty frigid temperatures from a warm vacation before, and it is not fun.
It almost makes it worse, too.
It almost
Yeah.
does. It almost does. It almost erases the whole vacation.
You know what? I have a quick little story.
Yeah.
There is an unfortunate part to going on vacation when we have weather like this. One time, my dad had to shovel out our driveway before we left so that we could get to the airport on
Sure.
time.
Yeah.
And we get to the airport and we check in and we're rushing, and then all of a sudden we get to our gate and my dad looked down. He was still wearing his snow boots.
Oh my gosh. Did he have other shoes to change into?
Thankfully, yes.
Okay.
So we didn't show up in Miami
But then
or
it's
somewhere
like,
with
what
snow
do you
boots
do with
on.
your snow boots? I mean,
Yeah.
then you got to find a place to
Yeah.
store them because you're not going to
Yeah.
throw them out. Usually we invest and get snow boots here.
Right.
So
Yeah, need to check them.
Just
in
wear
your
them on the
luggage.
beach?
tip of the day, before you leave for vacation, just double check what you're wearing
Yeah.
out the door.
Definitely. Thank you,
Minnesota,
Lisa.
North Dakota problems.
Yeah, that is true. Thanks, Lisa.
You bet.
And it's Wednesday, so we are showing off animals you can adopt from Homeward Animal Shelter. First up, we have Octavia, a 9-month-old German Shepherd who has a lot of energy and is looking for a family to keep her busy and active. Since she's still a puppy, Octavia needs a little work on her manners. If you're looking for a dog with lots of energy, then you can head on over to the shelter and meet Octavia. And here is Rosie, a 7-year-old white domestic short-haired cat who is currently in a foster home. Rosie is kind of a diva and would like a home without any other pets, so all the attention is on her. She loves to follow people from room to room and loves getting in those warm snuggles with people. Rosie loves to play. Her favorite thing to do is run around and chase lasers and jump through tubes. For more information, you can head to homewardonline.org. And that sounds like a pretty fun cat there, Rosie.
I was going to say, it could keep you entertained for a while.
Yeah,
Those
just running
cats.
around and...
Have you seen the ones that can climb the walls if you like put the laser up the wall? Some of
Oh,
them run
yeah.
so fast at it that
And
then
they just
can
like clamp
they
on
can
and
kind
they
of
just,
like
yeah,
climb on the wall.
cats can be intense.
Warning,
With where
cats
they
can
go.
be intense. Just in case you're in an apartment that does allow cats, you
Yeah.
might have little like nail
And if you have the laser too.
marks on your wall. We do also have to give away some tickets to the Toughest Monster Truck Tour. Now, this contest is sponsored by Thunderbird Entertainment, and each winner is receiving 4 tickets to the show on April 21st at the Lair Center in Grand Forks. Now, we're going to be giving more away, but we need you to get registered first. All you have to do is head to ndtoday.tv or ndtoday. Wait, I just said ndtoday.tv or valleynewslive.com. I'm already on
Okay.
vacation.
Yeah.
You
You're so
click on the
close.
contest tab and then you enter your information in there to get yourself registered to win.
That sounds exciting. And today is a very special day. It's April 4th, which is National Hug a News Person Day.
Yay!
It is actually formerly known as National Hug a Newsman Day, but we had to
Yes,
change
news
that.
person.
Yes, and each year this day gives everyone the opportunity to say thank you and hug their local news person. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary tells us that the word newsman dates back to 1596.
Holy buckets.
Wow.
That's a long
I
time.
was going to say 1956. 1596 is a long time ago. They've been working hard for many years to bring us the news from around the world, and if you aren't able to hug your news person, you can send them a virtual hug. Use hashtag #HugANewsPersonDay to post on social media.
Or you can just hug the TV right
Yeah.
now. I hope you don't get shocked. You know how sometimes you touch something
Well, that's why it's a
electric or-
virtual hug is nice, because
Yes.
then they won't get
Send us
shocked.
a little tweet or go on our Facebook page or something.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask real quick, speaking of hugging and loving, your wedding date's coming up soon.
It is. It is on April 26th, so I'm getting excited. It's about a month and a half away.
April 26th?
Oh, May 26th.
Oh, I was like, April
No.
26th. That's like
I don't think I would be here right now. Yeah. No, May 26th, so it's coming up soon. And I feel ready, but, you know, I'm having the last minute dreams now that, like the
yeah.
nightmares where something goes wrong and
the
then.
tiny details.
Yeah.
Yeah. It gets to be a little bit like nerve-wracking, but
Does
at
it?
the end of the day, when people show up, they're not going to know if that name tag with the rhinestone made
That's
it on
true.
there or not, you know.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those
That makes
things
me
where
feel
it's
better.
more like you yourself notice all those things that went like either wrong or different than you thought.
Yeah.
We, the day before our wedding, were having trouble with, we in the church had shepherd hooks that were holding these like fabric balls.
Yeah.
And during the dinner rehearsal, they were just like falling down. They would not stay up because they were so tall.
Yeah.
And so that was like, I was just like, I finally hit that point. You get to a point where you're just like, whatever, Just hang them on the pews, do whatever you want with them, put them on the floor. I won't trip over them. Just do something with them. I'm just done.
Yeah, and everything went well with your wedding.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Even
everything
went
went perfectly. Yeah, I actually was surprised that everything went off. But my parents worked really hard on it too. They went early that morning to the church to work on the shepherd hooks because we left thinking we were just going to tape them to the pews because we were like, we don't know what to do with these. Yeah. Do you need help making anything? Because I love crafts.
Well, thankfully, my mom has been doing a lot in making. She actually is making our vases right now. The theme is Tiffany blue and Tiffany things. So we're making square vases, and she's spray painting them Tiffany blue, and then we're going to put a ribbon around it, and then we're going to put Flory & Co. because that's my fiance's last name instead of Tiffany.
So is your ring a Tiffany then?
Oh,
Tiffany ring?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know
what kind of
those are the big bucks.
I don't know.
There. I don't know. I think maybe someday, but they're a little pricey.
It could be like an anniversary ring.
Yes.
You can always work your way up
with that.
to bigger ones or newer ones
exactly.
too.
And I love your ring too.
Oh, thanks. Yours I do too. I still like it.
Beautiful ring.
Actually, we were just thinking about this the other day, just about how unique some people's different rings are, and how I think a lot of them are beautiful, even though there's some that I'm like, oh, I wouldn't really want that for myself. They match the personality. It's funny how they match
really
the personality of the people that get those rings.
Yeah, and it's nice to see too what the guy picks, or you know, your significant other picks. Like my fiance kept asking me before, he's like, well, what kind do you want? And I was like, I want you to pick of what you think I
really
like.
You trusted him?
Yeah, because you know, it's kind of more special, I feel like.
I trusted Jaron. I think he knew though that I wanted something pretty darn big and sparkly. Yeah. I think that was like the only key things.
Well, you're a sparkly person.
Yes,
so.
I love bedazzles.
Yeah.
I love bedazzles. But my sister did have to pick hers out because she has such tiny little fingers that her certain rings can't be sized down to her size.
Really?
So we had to make sure
small.
She had to pick hers out, and she's a picky person too. I'm picky, but I kind of trusted. He had showed me a couple pictures of like, oh, did you see this person posted a picture of this? And
that's
I was like,
nice then too.
That's a nice ring.
Yeah, and when we did that too a couple years before, we casually were looking, and I was like, oh, and he got my size then too and everything. So it's kind of nice to do that just so.
He did. He borrowed one of my rings, and I didn't even realize it was gone for a couple days to get the size, and then it ended up still being the wrong size. So then I still had to get it.
Resized.
That was a whole different thing. Hopefully, you're not too stressed out though. If you need like a girls' relaxing day before your date in May, like I can be there for. Just
I would love that, like a spa day.
Yes.
Well, how about I come with you on your cruise next week?
Well,
that'll be a perfect time.
That will relax you right now, but then I think there's just more closer to May that you're gonna be.
I'm gonna be freaking out.
You'll be fine.
I'm going to need that.
All work out.
But speaking of stress.
Yes, exactly.
Apparently, many in the region are dealing with stress. And Minnesota and North Dakota have been picked as the top places that are the least stressful states to live in. Yeah, a recent study shows Minnesota ranked first and North Dakota second. The study was based on multiple stress factors like work, money, family, and health. Utah, Iowa, and South Dakota rounded out the top 5. Louisiana was ranked the most stressful state in the nation.
Go Midwest!
Yeah. We're relaxing people here,
I
guess. And North Dakota, too. Look at us.
I do think that's interesting. And then North Dakota just sent out an email not too long ago about the best cities to live in, and Fargo was number 1, and I was like, well, now I'm in the Moorhead side of it, but I used to live in Fargo for a little bit, so.
We're just lucky people. We're in the right place.
Proud community, yes. Hopefully you are unstressed today, and hopefully you have time to just sit back and relax while we wait out for this cold winter weather.
Exactly.
Because we do have more coming up on our show. So in just a little bit, we're going to be showing you violin, guitar, and other music lessons you can take at a new school.